Success.
Okay, it works now. You started the webinar already? Okay, let's go.
Oops. I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not.
That's okay.
Don't mind the background.
What is it? The new background, you mean?
I'm in Florida.
Yeah, and you have a new haircut as well. No?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's my Christmas haircut.
Okay, so I just announced our session. We have been coding for the whole day. Okay.
How's the boot camp?
It's great, and it's amazing to see the dashboard, like doing my job.
Good.
Like the things I've built um, to automate the process of like helping verifying the project and everything. It's really, really nice. Of course, it took me a long time to build it, but now that it's out there, it's great to also give me feedback, like I can
Yeah.
see if students are level 1 or like 5, or so I can see who is there, what activity is happening, and I want to make a lot of modification again. I think next bootcamp we will probably do our session on a streaming platform. I'm moving out of Zoom.
Cool.
It's a pain, honestly, and it's too
Zoom's
expensive.
yeah, Zoom's archaic. Zoom's an old person. Like,
Yeah,
Zoom is Web 2.
yeah. Zoom is Web 2, but
Yeah.
I don't
And you
know.
know
Yeah, Jets. What is Jets? I have never heard
what's
about it.
Jess? Jitsi? How's everyone doing? We got 12 participants. Jets.org. Very cool.
Okay, thanks for mentioning Jitsi. I've never heard about it. I will take a look. Is it
Yeah.
like Web3 open source? Okay, cool. Let's see.
Secured.
Yeah, my priority is that I can stream on multiple platforms. Like I would be able to stream on maybe on Twitter, on YouTube, and on the streaming, like normal streaming.
Hmm.
Because I think it would make more visibility for the bootcamp as also. If all the streams that we do are always like public, would be better.
That'd be cool. Especially on Twitter. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Zoom is a nightmare, I guess.
Almost like a live AMA, but we're streaming what we're doing and people can pop in. Even if they're not like a part of the boot camp, they can pop in and see what's going on live. I think that would really carry a lot of weight. Like, oh shit, that's cool. I don't in my 16 years in recruiting, I've never seen anyone live stream a boot camp. No, I
Yeah.
haven't. And I deal with a lot of boot camps because they don't want anyone to see anything. They don't want to see their secret sauce,
Yeah.
right? It's all proprietary information.
Yeah.
Everything they put a lot of time and energy, like you do, building out your classes and the content for it. So they want to keep it to themselves, very close to their chest. So I think that would be very cool.
Yeah.
That could potentially change the way people start doing things, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's I mean that's my goal also, because it makes sense. I don't think the resources are valuable. Like I'm making everything in public because even though it takes time to do, it's not, I mean it's only valuable if you know how to use them. Um, and what is more valuable for me is really the community and the students. And I think
Of course.
this goes with the Web3. Yeah, this goes with the Web3 like kind of shift. So I
Yep.
think next one will be stream on Twitter.
That's awesome.
And
That's
for
cool.
example, I think your session would interest way more people than just developers. that are in the bootcamp. So that makes also sense in that
Yep.
regard.
I'm down. 13 people. Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, you have to be on Twitter.
Yeah, Mr. Benny P. Can I make a comment here? Can everyone see it? Host and panel. Everyone.
Oh, can you allow me to talk in the chat? I can't use the
No,
chat right now.
can't. How do I do that?
You have to go in the webinar chat, bottom right, you have 3 little dots, and you click on it and you have some settings that you can change.
More. Sorry, do that. Say that one more time.
Webinar chat, bottom right, 3 little dots.
Yeah,
You should see some options.
I see live on Twitch, live on YouTube, workspace for Meta, and live on Facebook.
Oh no, not this one.
Let me do. Interesting. How do I have all the power?
You are the host.
Oh,
Or you can
oh, hold on. Here you go. Done. Go ahead.
yes, okay, thanks.
It's inside the chat. I have to go into you and click the 3 dots. Can we? What is this? Live on. Let's go live on YouTube. You do that. You can do this. There's like live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Twitch.
Yeah. Next level.
Unbelievable. That'd be cool. How many people here are on Twitch? It's just taking a random poll here.
What do you mean by being on Twitch? Like using it
Like,
regularly?
yeah, do they use Twitch? Do people have Twitch accounts? Can we leverage Twitch as well
Yeah.
to live stream a boot camp?
Yeah, that
It's
would be
more for
also
I know
something.
I know it's streaming your game, right? But why not you
Yeah,
see
no, definitely that could be something. I know that many events they do like Twitch stream as well. The last thing I heard about Twitch is that there are a lot of like nude and people using it for not the original purpose of Twitch.
Oh yeah. It's cause oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. There's some how do I say this? Good looking gamers that are
Yeah,
manipulating the platform. They're
yeah.
taking their OnlyFans account and bringing it over to Twitch, if
I
you
don't know
will.
if I can compete, you know? I'm
I
not that
can't. Look at this face. Look at this. I got like can't do this. That's it, man.
yeah,
I'll
I have
stick to what I know
Motoko with me,
best.
but even with the Motoko spirit and strength, I think I'm
You know what you do is you get like some of those DJs that wear masks, right? You
yeah.
get the Motoko one and you put it on your head, and there you go. And I want to get one with my emoji. I want to get rid of this thing and just my
Yeah,
emoji helmet. That would be pretty. That would be pretty cool to do for like a live ICP community conference. We're walking around with emoji heads.
yeah, definitely.
Check out Matrix chat. Matrix.
Matrix chats, okay.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of great content here today, boys and girls.
and for
The
everyone
Rust
that
community
mentioned
uses.
OBS, I know about OBS. I'm using it, of course. Yeah.
Rust people. I need Rust people. This is interesting. Oh yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I'm gonna have to put a note here. Where's my Web3 bucket list? There we go.
Yeah, that will be very good to move out of Zoom. And also Zoom is so expensive, like they are even increasing their prices. Ah,
What is obs? Well, never mind. I'll look it up later. I always learn something new. You guys are great. Sharing the information here. All right, let's kick this bad boy off. I'm gonna get kicked out of my hotel room at 12 o'clock. So
Okay. All right. Thanks for being here, Ben. Today
absolutely.
we'll talk about finding a job and what are the opportunities in the internet computer ecosystem and even outside of that. So let's get started with the first question. What are the great projects recruiting at the moment, and what are the needs of all those projects?
Yeah, that's great. There's a number of them. So I'll start with IC first. So, and I like transparency, just like Seb runs his project, right? I want to be transparent, right? So, Hard or Not. If you haven't heard about Hard or Not, they're the TikTok version built on the IC. They're looking for a number of Rust developers, right? More on the senior level, 4 years plus, right? They would like, unfortunately, the entire engineering team is based in India, so they want to keep them in India. So that's that. We have another role coming up with Mod Club for a back end developer. What I'll do is I'll post everything in our Discord channel, right? Which one is it again? Are we doing Motoko
It's
these days?
Motoko Bootcamp, and you can share your screen or you can allow me to share. Maybe I will, yeah. If you
Yeah,
go
go
to
ahead.
share screen, you should be able to, right now I cannot share my screen.
Okay, share screen. Yeah.
Okay, allow host to share. Okay, yeah, you can.
Hold on. We're gonna stop this. You don't need to see that stuff. Where's Seb again?
Do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to allow host like panelists to share screen.
Participants. More. I don't know what I'm doing here. Where do I do this?
So you have a, well, I think you can give me back the role of host. You click
Okay,
on me, you have you know
hold on.
my face.
Participants. Yep. Click on you. Oh,
If you,
host.
yeah,
No. It's Seb.
no,
Sorry, everybody.
no worries, no worries. It's not in the participant in the Zoom, like where you see my camera. Like you should see my camera. You have mute and you have three
Got
little
it.
dots. Then you have
Done.
yeah, okay, thanks. So now assistant panelist. Yeah, I wanted to show that to everyone.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good.
This is here actually. Well, it's here. Maybe I should move it higher up. It's a little bit hidden. It's here. Is it still working, this one?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the form to fill out, and you will post the roles here, right?
Yeah. So to make everyone's lives easier. So we have Sonic, which is a cool one. They're looking for a product marketing person or manager. We have Hardnet looking for some Rust developers. Mod Club's looking for a full stack, more on the back end. We have ICX is looking for a senior Rust back end, spell kit, front end. It's global. Some like a seasoned person with that one, right? I have a outside of the IC, we have our first blockchain or Web3 client called Blockify. They're looking for blockchain developers. They can be anywhere in the world as well. About to sign off another one for Rust developers called Singularity Net.
Oh, yes.
Right? Had some back and forth with the CTO. So he's looking for Rust developers as well, anywhere in the world. I know that this is Motoko Bootcamp, but I'm just kind of laying my cards on the table here. Yeah, that's the one. So, yeah, it's what I'll do is I'll post everything in on the Slack channel, right? Any questions that you have, hit me up. I'd be happy to address them. If you're looking for work and you want to have a chat, just fill out that form that Seb created, and I will send you out a little intro email with my Calendly link, and I can and I'll set up a quick power chat for 15 minutes with you.
Do you have anything related to blockchain, supply chain, and Rust?
Yes, that would be Blockify, not supply chain, but I have blockchain and Rust, and there is SocialFi
Okay.
platform.
So mainly,
So
as of today, you have Rust positions.
yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that it will change in the next few months? I actually believe that it will change pretty soon, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that Q1 of next year we're going to have a shift, and I think there's going to be. I've been talking to a number of projects that are like they're early stage pre-funding startups that are looking to get going here. They're just kind of what they're doing is they're filling out the Dfinity grants, right? So Dfinity, you know, back to the level of transparency, the Dfinity is stopped with grants until the new year. Their grant office is closed, apparently. So that will start firing back up in early Q1, where I'll see a lot of more Motoko dev roles
Yep.
coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe that there are a lot of reasons. I might be. I mean, I might be. Well, no. Here's what I believe. So Motoko is a new language, so it will take more time for the market to, appear and mature. But I believe it will be very, very fast once it's, it's like all or nothing, because if the IC really keeps the momentum forward as we are doing right now, then Motoko is going to be a no-brainer for a lot of projects. And it's actually reaching a point where the language is starting to be mature. There are a lot of community contributions. There are more and more, how to say it, like, yeah, experienced developers as well. So I'm watching closely. Of course, we are also going to have a Rust bootcamp at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no-brainer for sure. But yeah, right now it's interesting. So
I think the trends vertical, largest trends vertical looking for Rust developers. There's like it's a loaded question. There's a lot of them, right? I'll give you guys a little inside scoop. So my main focus was helping, and will always be my main focus, is to help IC projects first, right? But we need to grow my venture, TalentDB. I've been given the green light to branch into, we'll just call them Web3 projects, right? So I'm focusing more on kind of the same theme that Code and State does, is working with infrastructure and utility, because I think they carry a lot more weight. Like I'll take on a couple SocialFi or gaming or DeFi or DEX or whatever kind of roles. I like DEX, I like DeFi, right? I like utility, and I like infrastructure, right? Um, I I see a trend that there's more money being allocated to these types of projects versus a SocialFi project, right? Because unfortunately, there's a lot of them out there, and I personally don't think that we need all of them, right? I think to be brutally honest, I think they're a little gimmicky. So I want to stay into more the how do these projects are building the future of Web3, and also tying into the IC infrastructure as well. Stablecoin.
there is a question also about how did you get into ICP blockchain?
Me?
Yes, I think I believe.
It's an interesting story. We don't have a lot of time, so I'll speed it up. I was speaking with a venture studio called Octopus. I wanted to go work for them, and I met one of the partners, and the partners like, we don't work that way because I want to work internally with them and work with their portfolio. They told me to fill out a form very similar to the ones that we have you guys fill out, and it got sent out to an email got sent to all these VCs that are signed up for it. And then Isaac reached out to me. I'm sure you're all familiar with Isaac. He's our acting COO, if you will, and said that we want to build a recruiting agency. I'm like, sure, I can do that. I built my own recruiting company, and we had a conversation. He started talking about the IC. I started to ask myself if I was being punked because I'm like, what is this guy talking about? Said, do you have any links or anything? So he sent me, I don't know, 24 links of projects and about Definity and everything else. I spent 3 days down rabbit holes, wondering what's going on. I came back, talked to Cedric, who was one of the co-founders of Code Estate. He put the missing pieces of the puzzle together and really explained in his own words the power and the utility of what the IC is. And I haven't looked back. So it was kind of like a perfect storm, right? I wanted to work with a VC or venture studio. Didn't get the one I wanted, but I actually found something even cooler with the cooler technology and just an incredible group of people, right? So that's how I got into this space.
That's I cannot imagine the moment you receive like the message from Isaac with all the links and everything like
Yeah,
in one go, you know?
it was crazy. Like,
What is this guy
Open
talking
Chat
about?
was in it. Open Chat was it like Discover. I called it DC. I was spelling out the words. He goes, no, it's Discover. Right. I used to call Motoko Bootcamp or something. I pronounced it wrong for like months. Motoko. But yeah, it's been an absolutely incredible ride being part of this ecosystem. And then also I got the privilege of attending the first ICP community conference. So I got to meet some, OG players in our ecosystem. And then I got to meet some rising stars in our ecosystem. And that's actually when I closed my first partnership, and that was with Trax, who is currently right now just he's got approved again for their
SNS.
SNS. Sorry,
Funds,
yeah.
yeah.
And now they're going to
They're
go
raising
back to
funds.
SNS. Yeah. So
Do you know if they close it? I think it's I think they
they
had an
got
issue.
voted. They had their first one was they had their what's it called? Minimum requirement was too high.
Oh yeah.
They got too high, so they came back and they readjusted their, we'll say, financial
Yeah,
requirements.
okay. Makes sense.
So I think they'll be fine this time around.
Yeah.
They should have done the same thing GoldDAO did with 200K.
How much did
So
GoldDAO raised?
right now they're at almost 280,000 ICP.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's good with the current price.
yeah, $7, isn't it? It broke $7.
Yeah.
So here's another fun fact. I have like little tracker and sends me on Coinbase anytime a specific token goes up, and ICP is one of my favorites. So I keep seeing it going up. I'm like, this is bananas. Like it was like something like $2 when I started. Now it broke $7 today, which is great.
I actually removed those notifications long time ago because it's too distracting. Like, but yeah, I remember like, but it's also sending the notification when the price goes down,
It does.
which hurts
But
sometimes.
here's the thing: when the price goes down, I go buy some.
Okay, next question. Do you have any connections to Electrical Capital.
Is that a company?
No, it's I don't know exactly. It's a developer. They do a lot of analysis around developers and like ecosystems. I know they do annual reports on developer and ecosystem, like which ecosystem has more developer.
The short answer is no, but I'm copying and pasting this stuff.
Yeah, I think they
And
are. Yeah, they are actually VCs, but I only know them because of their developer report.
oh, yes, 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 yes. I do know who they are because it's funny. Yeah, I had their developer report. I haven't read it yet. So, I can major VC for about yeah. I like to partner with those people. I think that Code and State and EC could cause some havoc in the Web3 space.
I wonder where they take their numbers for ICP. This is actually interesting. So you have this developerreport.com chart, which shows developer by ecosystem. So you have Polkadot,
Yeah, yeah.
Cosmos, Bitcoin. ICP is here.
That's a low. That's low. There's more
Mhm.
developers than that in our ecosystem.
Yeah, I think we have more than 125, honestly. This is way underrepresented because even if you just take Definity, they have more than that, and I'm pretty sure
Yep.
we have at least the same number of developers working on side projects. This is way we should be over here, like around here.
I also think that Avalanche is incorrect. I think Cardano is incorrect. I think BNB is incorrect.
Why do you think those are
Slime.
incorrect?
I think they have more developers.
Okay. There's a full-time developers,
Actually, no.
but
Actually, no, because Avalanche just did a big layoff. So that might be right because they're down 30%. So yeah, that makes sense.
it's also full-time developers, so it's like total developers and full-time developers are really not the same. But
Can you send that to me?
yeah, sure. I mean, one thing that is funny though is that I'm not saying that every Motoko Bootcamp graduate has ever contributed to like an innovative project, but most of them have built something on the IC and something
Yeah.
cool. And we have around 300 graduates as of today. So this is not correct as well. Like this should be more.
My
Anyway,
question is, where do they gather this information from?
it's from GitHub, I guess, from the commit. They check at the commit, but yeah, many
What
developers.
is okay? So hold on. Stable coins / circle question. Um, any related any related to stablecoin integration, namely Circle? I know this doesn't. I have a couple, not anything to do with Circle, but I am having conversations with a couple stablecoin companies. I had one on Friday. I can't tell you who it is. You know why? Because I'm very superstitious. I don't tell people anything. Even Cedric, he asked me and Isaac, what's in the pipeline that's going to close? I'm like, I can't tell you. You'll find out when they close when I get the signed agreement. It's true. I'm very superstitious. Like, don't fuck with my process. Don't mess with my mojo. So, um, but yeah, I need to apologize. I haven't been very active in our Discord group. So I made a conscious effort. I put block time in my calendar to do Wednesdays and Fridays, give you guys an update. I'll start checking in more. What I'll do is, I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday check-ins, right? So if anyone needs anything, I'll give you some time. I'm also thinking about doing what's it called? Like office hours. It's a very Web2 thing, right? But maybe I could start setting up a weekly cadence or a bi-weekly cadence where I'll block off an hour and people can just kind of come in and ask me questions, right?
Yes, that would be good.
I've been wanting to do this for a while, where it's like, I think more people need to start representing their Web3, culture and work on LinkedIn, right? Um, I'm assuming most of you guys know how to build a GitHub account, right? If you don't, Seb and I can work together and help you do that. You obviously need the GitHub account to do the Motoko Bootcamp, but I think other things that are important, where it's, creating just kind of tooling, right? Are you using Telegram? What are you using it for? Discord? What kind of groups to be looking in? Right? You can share some groups with me that could be interesting. But also, like, my main, like, I could help you guys. We could do a crash course on building out a pretty cool LinkedIn page. Um, I can take a look at people's resumes if they want them, right? We
Yeah,
can do that. I think that would be fun.
I would like to have more ongoing education as well, like doing weekly. I could do weekly Motoko or even ICP course, teaching about more advanced topics. But yeah, right now we have been focusing on the bootcamp. So, but as soon as we have a weekly agenda, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we would have a lot of demand for that. So that would be something to work on.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
If you don't have a GitHub, you shouldn't be in Web3. So, um,
yeah,
yeah,
maybe not.
yeah, we'll put this together. Here's the other thing. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, right? Two, every time there's a boot camp, I will be showing up with for Seb and all you find people. And the other thing is that after boot camp's done, I want to, like, I think this office hours or whatever bi-weekly we'll start with, right? If it gets more traction and more people want to join, we can turn it into weekly, right? But I think it's good for everybody who's gone through this that can come back in. It's also good so you guys can meet other people, right? So I think I don't want to do it on Zoom. I'd rather kind of do it in I don't know, have it so that everyone can see each other kind of
Yeah,
situation. You guys can connect and we do introductions and all sorts of stuff. So
yeah, like a
Seb and I
stream.
will work on that. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Mm,
Amazing.
yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, maybe setting up a GitHub account is easy, but maybe doing a good profile,
Mm.
that would be. There are also Azle Bootcamp as well as Cabra, so more devs on those two. Yeah, I mean, we have done a TypeScript bootcamp actually this summer, and the content is ready for another edition. We could do another Azle bootcamp at any time.
Hmm.
Actually, we could do a multi-language bootcamp. We could do, because the project that you need to submit is not specific to Motoko. We could do in Rust, we could do in Azle, we could do in Python, we could do in any language. So yeah,
Rust.
Rust, yeah. Rust is where the money is.
I hate to say it, but you're right.
Yeah, I could do a Rust
Cool.
bootcamp. I have all the ideas in place. I would just need a Rust expert with me because even though I know Rust, I'm not very, very proficient with it.
Good thing
Uh,
you know somebody who knows Rust people.
yeah, I already have a few names in mind, so
Okay,
I'm
never
good with
mind.
that.
I'll leave that in your
But
hands then. But if you
but
need more Rust, let me know.
mm,
Create an
cool.
all-star Rust panel. Guys will be Your socks will be knocked off into the middle of 2024.
but I need to be, yeah, I need to be cautious with this, with my, because I need to think about it. What is my priority? If it's Rust, um, right now the Motoko Bootcamp, I want to really, really make it like, um, next level bootcamp.
I get it.
What is
We got
missing
priorities.
what is missing right now is collaborative topics. Like I think the bootcamp is now I have a lot of people doing self-paced actually, which is something we don't necessarily notice. But I noticed that on the website, and I have people doing at any time the projects, they submit, they are doing just at their own pace. And I like that, but I want to have a very collaborative bootcamp. So I need to have teams and maybe longer projects, like people working together on project. I would love to see that, but it's hard to make it flourish. You need to. I don't know. I've never done that in my life, and I don't know if someone has already done it. But in Web3, like a Web3 bootcamp where you build project collaboratively, I don't know if that even exists, but
It will now.
it will be in the future. Anyway,
Yeah, you're gonna do it. So cool. Any other questions before I get kicked out of my room?
we have a last one question. I have no working
Mm.
experience in coding. I cannot master everything on one language because there are really many. Do you think I can get a job in Web3? I have perfect background to learn any programming language.
Yeah. So simplified. Stick with one, right? You want to have a very basic. If you start with TypeScript, okay, you've done, and then get to Motoko, right? Don't over like. You're right. There's so many different coding languages out there. Just figure out if you want to think about this. If you want to stay in building stuff on the IC, you want to learn TypeScript, right? And you want to learn Motoko. That's the secret sauce, right? A lot of projects want people with that. Even with dev grants from Dfinity, the secret formula to get a dev grant, believe it or not, is TypeScript and Motoko, right? After that, then you can start layering on, but really focus on like our front and back end, just one of each, and that's it, and start from there, right? Or if you want to just focus on Motoko and really harness that, you could do that. But my suggestion is go with the TypeScript and Motoko. If you have time and the endurance, go for Rust. Yeah, but it depends on if you. It depends if you want to be building on the IC or if you want to be building on the web in more general Web3. If you want to be blunt, if you want to be building more on across chains on the Web3, go with Rust.
Yeah, it totally depends. I think for me, the decision was really Motoko because I wanted to be on the IC and I wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
it was easier to learn. I wanted to be, I was, for me, programming is really about building and not, uh, I like coding, I like computer science, but I really like to see my projects going through and like just building and releasing things. And with Motoko, you can get faster to point A, like from point A to point B. Like I just wanted to release something and I just wanted to build things. And Rust, there is a higher barrier. But of course,
Mm-hmm.
it depends on your background. If you are a developer with like 20 years of experience, with like low-level languages, you can go for Rust, I think, pretty safely. If you are a new developer and you are like in my position, I was like 2 years ago, I would definitely go for Motoko.
Mm,
How can I get a job
I
as a
agree.
Motoko? How can I get a job as a Motoko developer in ICP? Is the bootcamp enough to get a job?
Sure. Depends on the project,
Do you
right?
want to
So
take this one?
the other thing I want to do is I want to build out. I want to work with. I've reached out to a number of bigger projects and start an internship for people that are coming out of Motoko Bootcamp. So this is very, very new. So don't get excited because nothing's been put in place yet, right? But I wanted to plant some seeds. Next thing is to talk to Seb about this. And what I want to do by the end of the month is have a conversation with, 6 to 12 founders of projects that are interested in the internship, loop in and get Seb in there, obviously, right? Because um, he's going to help spearhead this as well, right? And then once we do this, once you guys are graduated, right? Instead of you keep continuing to see my ugly face, right? Talk about the same stuff, we're going to be bringing in, could potentially be Tracks, could be ICX, which is doing Twitter. We could have Hard or Not, or whatever the case may be. So I want to get these communities in there. So once you're done, you're not just sitting like, what do I do now? Right. You can do bounties, you can do these
Yeah.
build projects in your own, but it's like, I want to take real world experience, just like we do in the Web2 space, right? Where people have internships after they come out of these boot camps, right? And get them working, right? So even build out that, and a part of that internship is also have some mentorship, right? So you'd be working with more of a senior developer.
Yeah, definitely.
So, end of year and the internship. So I would like to have it rolled out in early Q1. Do you have internship positions for graduates? Not yet. We're working on it. We're working on that program. Apparently, people are excited about it. That's good.
Yeah, they are all waiting to work on something.
Because I feel terrible because I had, I remember the first couple of boot camps. I had, I don't know, in 3 weeks, 80 conversations with people, right? And I can't give everybody jobs. So what I want to do is like, everyone keeps saying like this ecosystem's great. I'm like, well, now I'm going to start cracking the whip and saying, show us why you're so great, right? Talk is cheap.
Yeah. So I have been talking with a few projects, and what I also had in mind at some point was a longer kind of program to get projects started. So essentially, you bring together like 10 projects, and they all accept to build together in like a cohort.
I like this idea.
And you build like different teams with different leaders. So there needs to be like one person leading each project with an ID and a vision, kind of like your typical CEO. Would be like a mini incubator, because the idea would not, yeah, it would be like a mini incubator, but like a one where, and I don't know what is the end of the program. Is it like a SNS launch, or even before that, like a funded campaign or something? But essentially people building together, and because that would solve a few problems. So I've noticed that the main problem in Web3 is building a team, because it's really hard to, it's hard to find the good people. And sometimes you want to change, like you don't want to, you want to have the ability to change. Like what would be great in a program like this is that people would be in different teams, and it could be flexible. Like they could, if they don't feel that after a few weeks they are feeling good with their team, there is no connection, there is not a good thing happening, they can change to another project. And also that would be really easy to separate, like to see who is really committed and who is really good. You would have like top profiles and top builders coming out of this. You have the energy of the people coming out of the bootcamp, because people are looking to build something. You just need to give them ideas and a little bounties or little money. So that would
So
be
here's the other thing.
a
That would be
huge
cool
thing.
because if we create that as a DAO and we went to an SNS launch and we raised capital, right? Then we could leverage that as a bank account or a kitty for other projects that we build, right? And then and you could also like kind of keep like as like an incubator, right? Everyone gets bounties. So you hit certain milestones, you get a reward, right? So because listen, as much fun it is to build stuff, you know, time is very valuable. So
Yeah, Matthias, I'm aware of Encode Club. I've met their CEO already, in person actually, and they are doing great. They are a big team, so I don't think right now, I mean, the boot camps they are doing, yeah, they are so many people. Like I know Anthony, yes, and actually had some discussions with him. But yeah, for sure, this would be done as a DAO, and this would be done as a DAO for sure.
cool. We can talk more about this off record. I think we're getting people too excited here.
Yeah, I'm dropping too much.
We're sitting here dropping some ideas here, and like, are you gonna do it? Mike, I'll leave you this before I gotta drop off here. This is gonna happen. Seb and I will make this work. We'll work with our team here. You know, the good thing is I literally talk to founders of IC projects all day long. So I've been dropping some seeds. People have got excited about it, right? So we just need to figure out the proper format and platform for it, and we'll get this rolling. So we'll drop some more knowledge and wisdom in the on the in the Discord, and I'll drop some teasers on X, aka Twitter, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, just stay close to us. Keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations on getting through the boot camp. And if you need anything, reach out to me. My DMs are open.
Cool. Thank you very much, Ben.
You got it. All right. I have to go. I'm running out of time. But if
Yep.
you need me, you know where to find me.
Great. Have a good afternoon. See you.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, let me see if we still have some questions. I unfortunately forget to register for the bootcamp. Yes, if you didn't register for the kickoff ceremony, but you did all the tasks and you submit your graduation project, you will receive your certificate. Okay. There are bounties. Yes, there are bounties. So I would like to have a bounty program connected to the bootcamp. So essentially having more opportunities for all the builders that come out of the bootcamp. I've been wanting to work on things like this for so long, but you know, things take time, and I'm all yeah, I have all my energy to the Motoko Bootcamp. It's a major point to keep people engaged in the community, meaning the Motoko Bootcamp community. Definitely, yes. Yeah, having more opportunities for people. Like a lot of people graduate and then drop off. No, I see them. I see everyone. I know everyone. I know all my graduates. I know all of them. There are still mostly all of them in the ICP ecosystem, but not as involved as they could be. Like they are probably watching from far away. And I'm sure that if there were some program like this, people would, you know, use their energy to build, and we need like a bridge. So there is the bounty program from Definity. There is the internship, the mini accelerator. We need to move it forward for sure. Cool. That was a good session. That's it for today. I'm uploading all the sessions on YouTube, and yeah, we have the session on the how to graduate, which I've just uploaded. Okay, I can keep talking about that. Yes, I've thought about running a gamified experience. So I've thought about a lot of things. One is so the dashboard that you see is coming from experience. Yeah, experimentation. Can you say experimentation in English? Like every bootcamp I'm doing, I'm trying something to see how people react. And so the one I've done in May of this year, May 2023, we had teams and we had score for each teams, and we had a contest of the best team, and we had score per team, and I was like, this was gamified, so it was similar to the dashboard that we have this week, but The main difference is that there was teams and there was a team score. And people reacted very positively to that. I saw a lot of engagement and connection between the teams, the team members, and that's what I want to achieve for the next year. I want to see that. Like collaborative and gamified experience. I'm also sometimes a bit skeptical about gamification in education, because I see a lot of projects that essentially throw money. Like if you complete that, you receive points and NFTs and tokens, and I really don't think it's a good approach. But the collaboration and the gamification, or maybe like adding some fun and story to it, would work. But happy to discuss more about that and brainstorm. Thanks for all the links. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think this bootcamp could be gamified. This would be super fun. And even the whole like education space on ICP should be gamified. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward. But gamification, I want to have like a strong program before gamification. Like for me, the priority is really to focus on the core of it. Well, thanks everyone for showing up. Good luck. I'm still running, and I'm still there tonight if you need me. Otherwise, good luck with your projects, and I see everyone tomorrow. Bye.